Assalamualaikum and a very wonderful day to our respected lecturer Dr. Hanita Hanim and fellow friends. We are from Group 8 and we are going to discuss about this particular method, content-based instruction. But before that, let's meet the Group 8 crews. So here we have Namira, Said Zulikbal, Fahmi Ilyas, Yasmin Kalisha and myself, Shazali Salman. Now let's dive into our method, content-based instruction, or we call it as CBI. So you guys must be wondering, what is CBI? CBI is an approach to second language teaching, and the focus of this method is on the topic or the subject matter itself. And during teaching and learning session, students are focused on learning about something, or it is organized around the content that students are required to. This could be anything that interests them, from a serious academical subject like mathematics, um, biology, science, history, or it also can be their favorite thing, like their favorite pop star, their favorite movies, their favorite films, music, anything. It could be anything that interests them. This learning process involves utilizing the language that the students or learners are aiming to acquire, which is English language, rather than their native language. And this works as a tool for developing knowledge, and also it is to help students to acquire their linguistic ability in the target language at the same time. And this is thought to be a more natural way of developing language ability and one that corresponds more to the way we originally learn our first language.
These are the core components of content-based instruction. The first one is the integration of language and content instruction. The second one is the language of content area. Next is using the language as a tool to acquire information. And lastly, the learner's interests and needs. Now, to understand CBI or content-based instruction better, let's watch a teaching sample video on how to apply CBI in the classroom.
Hello and hi everyone, so my name is Said, so I'll be the teacher for our content-based instruction teaching sample for today. So as you know that content-based instruction have 4 modules, but today we are going to explore the theme model in which we focuses on the theme of travel. So we really wanted our student to be, our class to be a bit more student-centric for our teaching sample for today. So yeah, the students are from 1 until Form 3 students, and we're going to learn about travel. We're going to learn all about the verbs, the adjectives that comes with traveling, and expand their vocabulary. So yeah, that's all. Hello, good morning class.
Good morning, sir.
Hi everyone, how are you doing?
Great.
Yeah. Alright, so how's your school holiday? Is it fun?
Yeah, it's quite fun.
Quite fun, yeah, alright. So let me tell you a story, right? So in the meantime, right, Namira, can you write the date and day for today?
Yes, sure.
Right, thank you so much. So right, during the holiday, I went to Bangkok, right? It was super fun. I rode this one boat and it goes like super fast. Have you guys ever went to Bangkok?
No, sir.
But I want to go.
You want to go?
I went to
Yes.
Singapore last holiday.
You went to Singapore?
I went to Singapore.
Is it fun?
Yeah, it's quite fun. We play a lot of games there.
Who do you went with?
My parents.
Your parents? Only with your parents?
Yeah.
I see. Alright, are you done, Amira?
Yes.
Alright, that's good. Thank you so much. So guys, from what we talked earlier, right, do you guys know what we're going to learn today? Do you have any guess? Holiday? What about you, Mommy?
Yeah, I went to guest holiday also.
You want to guess holiday also? So guys, today we are going to learn about traveling. Have you guys So have you guys ever went to traveling before? Have you guys ever went traveling before?
Yes.
Where do you go, Mommy?
Last holiday I went to
Singapore lah. Alright, I see. What about you, Nabila? We
I
haven't heard from
went
you.
to Semporna Sabah.
Wow.
It's really fun.
I mean,
Wow.
there's a lot of seafood right there. Right?
Yes.
Wow. Did you eat a lot, man?
Yeah, I got
I
gastric.
see.
No.
Alright. So you went to Singapore and then you went to Bangkok, right?
No, I didn't.
You did not went to Bangkok. So where did you go?
I went to Penang.
Oh, you went to Penang. Okay, and then you went to
Sempurna.
yeah, you went to Sempurna. So do you guys know where this is?
Airport.
It looks like an
Airport.
airport.
An airport?
Yeah. Is it in KLIA?
Yeah, I think so too. I think this is KLIA. So you've been there, right?
Yes.
You have been there. Yeah.
Yes.
So what do you think of KLIA? Do you like it there?
Yes.
There's a lot of luggage.
It's a lot of luggage.
People.
Yeah.
So I actually really hate it there because there's so many people there. I think your parents would hate it too there. So do you guys have any idea what do you guys need for traveling? What's the most
Passport.
important?
It means luggage.
Luggage, passport, what is it?
Toothbrush.
Toothbrush. Nice.
Flight ticket.
Flight ticket. Wow, that's really important. You cannot go anywhere without that flight ticket. So I'm pretty sure you know what this picture talks about, right?
Disneyland.
Disneyland. Who's that? Do you guys know any of them?
Yes.
Mickey.
Mickey and Minnie.
Wow. So you went to Singapore. Have you been to Disneyland?
Not yet.
Not yet.
No.
Wow.
So I don't think there's Disneyland in Singapore.
There's not Disneyland in Singapore.
I don't
Oh.
think there's one in Penang also.
I
Just
forgot.
Universal Studios.
Oh, that's Universal Studio.
Yeah.
I see. So you said that not yet. Are you planning to go to Disneyland soon?
Maybe. Depends on my parents.
Depends on your parents. I see.
I just follow them.
I see. So what do you think about this picture? What is this?
It's
Monkey.
It's monkey?
Monkeys.
I don't think it's monkey. I think it's orangutan now.
Oh, they must
Yeah.
Is there a difference?
Yeah, it's different. I don't know how biologically, but it's different.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice. So have you guys seen one?
No.
No.
I've seen one in Zunagara.
That's orangutan in Zunagara.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, that's orangutan in Zunagara. I didn't know that.
I know this place. I know
I
this
know
place.
too.
This is
Langkawi.
Langkawi.
Wow.
I said it first.
So smart. What do you did? What do you do in Langkawi?
I took a lot of pictures.
You took a lot of pictures. Where
Yeah.
you went there with who?
My cousins.
Your cousin.
And my uncles.
Your
I go
uncles
to my
and-
uncle's family.
Wow. What about your family?
My parents has conference at the time.
Wow.
They
Alright.
Go.
Cool. Are you planning to be like your parent one day?
Maybe.
Cool. Nice one. What do you think about this last
I
picture?
like this food.
You like the food? Do you know
Yes.
where this is?
Vietnam.
Is
This is
that
Vietnam.
dumplings?
I don't think it's dumplings. But you know, right? Do you know this place?
This looks like noodles.
Looks like noodles.
I think.
What about the place? Do you know where
Let
this
me
is?
guess, you went here, right?
River.
Yeah, I
You
did.
went here.
Oh.
Where?
River.
Nice river. What about?
I saw it.
Why are they preparing food in a boat?
Yeah.
Because it's called boat noodle.
Oh.
Ah.
I saw this picture online actually, sir. Is it Bangkok, right?
I think so. You need to do some more research when you go home, right?
Okay.
Alright, so we talked about a lot of things about traveling, right? So I think, right, the most important thing that I would bring whenever I go anywhere is luggage. Do you guys agree with me?
Yes, sir, I agree.
Right. So,
Right.
do you guys have your own luggage?
Yes.
Yeah, but at home, right, you don't have it here in class, right? So how about we draw an imaginary luggage? Can we do that?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, right. So I'll give each and every one of you a piece of paper. So make sure that you write your name and then draw a luggage as big as possible in that paper. Okay? Can you do that?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Draw your luggage now. So does anyone have any question?
Sir,
Yes.
can you show us an example?
Alright, so when you want to draw, right, I'll show you here. I prepare you an example of a luggage. So make sure that you write your name and then leave it empty, okay? Because I want you to write something in that luggage. Okay? Alright, cool. Everyone can start drawing now. Right. Right. Tree. Down. Alright, so with that luggage, right, that you guys have drawn, right? What I want you guys to do is to write on that piece of paper 3 nouns, 3 verbs, and 3 adjectives. We've learned about noun, verbs, and adjectives last week, right?
Yeah.
So I hope that you guys still remember what are nouns and verbs and adjectives. So with that, with those 3 nouns, verbs, and adjectives, what I want you guys to do is to construct 3 sentences. I don't want it to be too simple like I love shopping, because you guys are Very smart, right? So I don't want you guys to do that. So make it a bit longer and we'll discuss that sentences in 10 minutes. Is that enough time?
Yeah.
Yes. Alright, cool.
Airplane or aeroplane?
Uh,
Aeroplane or airplane, sir?
Both are correct. You can use airplane too.
Okay.
Yeah, it's more common for us to use airplane.
Sir, is this the right way to spell souvenir?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Okay.
And then
Are you guys done?
Yes, sir.
Can I look? Is everyone done? Alright, good job everyone. So, what I want you guys to do right now is for each and one of you to pick one favorite sentence that you have constructed. And then, what I want you to do is to write only that one favorite sentence on the whiteboard. Can you do that?
Yes.
Yes. Alright, let's do that. Yes, sir.
You go
Focus
first.
for the both of you. Okay.
You two go first.
Alright, so I've seen that everyone have wrote their sentences, your favorite sentences. So Namira, can you share with us? Can you read your sentence?
okay.
Alright.
I enjoyed all the scrumptious seafoods at the restaurant by the beach.
Wow, that's a really good sentence. Does anyone know what's the noun that has been used here?
I want to guess.
Yeah, sure.
The first noun that I found is seafood.
Seafoods. Correct.
What
Anyone
about
else?
What about you, Shasha?
Restaurant.
Restaurant. Wow. Is beach a noun?
Yeah.
Yes. Great. And then, what about the verb? Do you have any verbs here?
I think enjoy is a verb.
Enjoy is a verb. Yeah, that's correct. Enjoy is a verb. Very smart, very smart. What about you, Shasha?
I think not a verb, but I saw adjective.
An adjective?
Yes.
What is it?
Scrumptious.
Scrumptious?
Yes.
Wow.
What is scrumptious, sir?
Scrumptious is it's almost like delicious. It's very good.
It's another word for
Yeah,
delicious.
it's an adjective. Alright, cool. Thank you so much, Shamira. This is a really good sentence. Now let's move on to Yasmin.
Yes.
Read out your sentence, please.
The food that I ate during my trip to Penang were tasty.
Alright. So, Namira, do you find any nouns here?
Food.
Food. Okay.
Penang.
Penang. Penang.
Yeah, Penang is a
Noun.
noun. I think
Common
it is
noun.
Common noun. True. Fahmi? Are there any other nouns or?
What about trip?
What about trip? Trip is a noun.
Trip is a
Yes.
noun.
Okay, now let's look for verbs.
Eat.
Eat.
Yeah.
Correct.
It's a past tense for eat.
Wow. Very smart. Namira?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I think I ate only.
Okay, eight only. Okay, that's okay. Let's move on to adjectives. Do you guys know any adjectives?
Tasty.
Yeah.
Tasty. Yep,
Tasty.
tasty is correct.
It is the same meaning as
Scrumptious.
scrumptious.
So we
you
have
know-
three.
We have three. Wow, delicious,
Scrumptious
scrumptious,
and tasty.
and tasty. Okay, let's move on. Last one. Fahmi, your favorite sentence. Can you read it out for me?
So my pretty nephew and I love to eat seafood while talking to each other.
Your pretty nephew.
Yes.
Nice. Alright. So, Fahmi, what nouns did you use here?
Nephew
Nephew
and seafood.
and seafood. Okay, nice. What are the verbs? Yasmin, do you have
Eat.
any? Eat. Alright.
Talking.
Talking. Cool. Namira, any adjectives here?
Pretty.
Pretty. Okay guys, thank you so much for your answers. There's really good sentences up front. So Now, what I want you guys to do, our final activity before we end the class, is as a group, I want you guys to discuss some of the questions that I've prepared. And what you need to do is to come up with a mind map together. So it's a discussion. So you can discuss and do it as a group. And
We will become one group.
yeah, we'll become one group because there's only 3 people, right? So we'll do it as a group. And these are the questions that I prepared. So you need to discuss about the questions among yourself. If you have any other questions, you can ask me. Okay? Okay? Does everyone understand? Any questions?
No
question.
No. Alright, cool. Alright, so these are the questions.
Form a mind on an entry paper. What is an ideal vacation spot for you? What makes a vacation spot better than other vacation spots? What spoils a vacation for you?
You.
Okay.
So Shasha, what is an ideal vacation spot for you? How about we come up with, so for each question, right, we come up with one answer each other.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Wow, your paper is looking really pretty. Are you guys done?
Yes.
Yes, you guys are done. Okay. Alright, cool. So what I want you guys to do right now is the final part of our lesson for today, and that is a presentation session. So as a group, I want you guys to present upfront to me about all those questions, and make sure that you tell me about the questions that you get also. Okay?
Alright.
Yeah. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Alright. Cool. Alright, let's do that.
So, okay. So this spot for you.
Okay.
What about you, Shasha?
This one.
Yeah, we're gonna.
So, hi. Today we will be presenting our topic, which is vacation. Sir Syed has prepared some questions for us to answer, and we've made a mind map for it. So the first question is, what is an ideal vacation spot for you? Our ideal vacation spot is it must have tasty foods, and then a great shopping spot, because Namira's mom loves to shop, and then I want it to have a beautiful scenery so that I can have a really chill mind, and then this one is Sir Syed's suggest. He wants a really nice hotel. Alright, that's it for the first question. So the second question, Sasha?
The second question is, what makes a vacation spot better than other vacation spots? So the cheaper packages is what we're looking into, and then you need to have a clean environment, and then for safety you need to be top notch. So we could safely go there, and then you need to have great hospitality during our stay at
Because you want to relax our mind.
Yes.
Right. So the last one is Namira.
Alright, so for the third question, what spoils a vacation for you? So we have discussed, and the things that will spoil our vacation is when we come across pickpockets. My brother have been pickpocketed in India, and he lost his phone before, and that is really terrible because they have to deal with police and so on. And then also scammers. I think some people have been scammed, like they lose a lot of money during vacation.
Especially when we want to buy something, souvenirs, right?
Yeah, souvenirs. It is supposed to be cheap, but when we buy it, it's very expensive actually. Okay, and then what spoils another vacation is when the place is too crowded, so many people. So it is really annoying, right?
Yeah, it's annoying, and it's very hot sometimes.
Yeah.
If there's a lot of people.
And lastly, if this place is dirty and smelly, it is not fun to go to a
A
place
huge
like that.
turn off actually.
Yeah.
Mm.
So like that's
Okay, I have a question. What do you mean by cheaper packages?
You know when there is if we're planning to go on a vacation and there's different packages and then plans.
Traveling
Yeah,
package.
Traveling
yes.
plans and packages.
Alright, cool. That's all.
That's
Thank you,
all.
everyone. No more other questions. Thank you. Alright, so that was a really good presentation by you guys. So that concludes our lesson for today. And just to recap, right, what we learned today. What did we learn about today? Traveling, yeah, correct. So we learned about traveling. With that, we learned also about like new words, new vocabularies such as scrumptious. We learned about travel packages, and we learned that there's a lot of delicious food in Semporna and stuff. So
Yes.
it's lovely to know what your experiences on traveling around Malaysia and other than Malaysia. So thank you so much, everyone. That is all for our class for today. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So based on the video of the teaching sample just now, here are some advantages and disadvantages of content-based instruction. The first one is it can improve learners' motivation and engagement in learning. The second one is it can also enhance learners' communication and collaborative skills. These two advantages can be seen through because the framework of content-based instruction includes group work element in which the students will cooperate really well among their friends. The third advantage is that it can also help learners develop critical thinking and problem-solving skills. This is because the framework demands the students to study and gather information that lingers around a specific topic during the lesson. Lastly, content-based instruction also can be adapted to different levels and abilities of learners, making it flexible and inclusive where learners can use this in other subjects. Moving on to the disadvantages, the first one is some students may feel confused or may even feel that they are not improving their language skills because content-based instruction is not explicitly focused on language learning. We can deal with this by including some form of language-focused follow-up exercises to help draw attention to linguistic features within the materials. So next is it requires high-level language proficiency to understand the content. This will result in students might find it easier and quicker to use their mother tongue during the lesson. The third one is it may also neglect the systematic teaching of language skills, which can hinder learning accuracy and fluency. And the last one is some learners may copy directly from the source types they use to get their information. We can avoid this by designing tasks that demand students to evaluate the information in some way, to draw conclusion, or actually to put it to some practical use. Having information sources that have conflicting information can also be helpful as students have to decide which information they agree with or most believe. That's all.
Now, let's compare CBI with another teaching method, which is communicative approach. First of all, CBI is content-driven while communicative approach is language-driven. Next, CBI may not necessarily focus on grammar and vocabulary, unlike communicative approach, which includes explicit instruction in grammar and vocabulary. Both of the methods, however, include a lot of participation and communication among the students, which makes both of the methods suitable to improve linguistic abilities in learners.
Hi, I'm Namira, and I will conclude our presentation today on the content-based instruction, or may I call it as CBI. So, CBI is an approach to language teaching, which is a great tool for teachers to use to create interesting and fun content to promote language learning. CBI is particularly useful for learners who are interested in specific content areas and allow teachers to integrate language instruction with other subject areas. Especially in a classroom where there are low proficiency students who are easily demotivated in learning English, CBI could come in handy to tackle this problem. This approach will help to reduce your anxiety that comes when learning English
and also promotes an interactive learning environment. However, teachers should be wary of how they use CBI to promote language teaching. Teachers should not get derailed from their main objective, which is to promote language learning. This could happen when students or teachers are too absorbed in the content that they got distracted from the objective. While preparing the sample, we have surely convinced that CBI is an effective way to engage learners and provide them with real-world language practice. So that is all from us. Thank you.